since we left off, we were unfortunately murdering Space Plant Monster. There may have been a way to not do this, but, looking back on it, there may have been a bit of... Rex is a monstrously tough take. Pally, not so much.
I'm better now.
Well done, Rex.
Perimeter secured.
Perimeter secured. She can tell from there. Turn 74, Avenger 7, Avenger 7, Avenger 7. You know what? We'll pop one of these for you guys. What if I just don't shoot the neural node and continue on? Oh, I can't. It doesn't open until... Well, Mr. Thorian... Miss Thorian... Miss Thorian... Terribly sorry, but, you refuse to negotiate. Where are they coming from? I need to use my barrier there. I could have, though. Good job, Rex. We'll hold him off for the team. Monsieur Thorian. Negative contact. What do you call this? Huh? Yeah. And that stasis works wonders. Rex, what are you using as a weapon right now? Why are you using your... Why are you using a Kessler 5 and not your Armageddon? All of them you could be using. shotgun here. Rex just obliterated that thing. Eric, you're much better off with a shotgun. What are you doing here, bud? You know what? I'm much better off with a shotgun. So I'm gonna pull up my assault rifle instead. I'm not better off with my shotgun. What? Oh, I clicked off the window, I guess. Glad the game pauses when I do that. Where do I click, though? Did I click on anything I shouldn't have? No, we're still streaming. Good. Yeah, Rex is way better off with the shotgun.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Chameleon Tool 7. Chameleon's the bad one, right? Phoenix 7 Quarian armor, though. It's mildly better. And it gives that extra slot, which makes it a lot better, actually. She's got medical interface 6. And she can get maybe not an exoskeleton, but some bladed coating going on. Probably will not help her not get one shot, but maybe. She's probably in my boat where, like, no matter how durable she is, she's gonna get one shot by these things. No. Nope, 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 nope. I have no desire to get slapped today. Oh, Rex, good shot. His shotgun actually knocks them the hell over. I don't know if it's him using that carnage ability or I'm just shooting, because he seems to be able to do it pretty reliably. I like it. May also be the fact that I have... No, he's out ablative in this thing, it's just his shotgun. Armageddon. Alright, team. And he puts them down. It's so good.
clear.
In all our wanderings, my people have never come across any creature like this.
Oh wait, there's more.
We need to kill this thing fast.
Really quick save more often. There are so many of these things in here. Sorry, Torian.
We're on the right track.
Why are we aiming straight into the ceiling? Oh, because they're directly above us. I mean, it's pretty obvious why they're aiming straight into the ceiling. When you really think about it. Hey, you leave Rex alone. Gotta help Rex. Rex, protect me.
All clear.
So many of these hardcore for two. That's not that's like the two difficulties down from insanity, or is it one difficulty down from insanity? I can see why. Because if I have ammo, I'm probably not making it through in a situation like this without. I see you in there, Mrs. Sorry Clone. I need to do more to you. Well, that's already true here, isn't it? Because like these creepers are taking so many hits to kill, and are just like one-shotting me if they touch me. Are you gonna come out, or are we just gonna sit here and pretend you're not in that corner? That crossover. Woo! Shoot him on the deck.
Perimeter clear.
Yeah, the ammo is would be a big problem. The fact that there is ammo, But maybe if I play like the right class with the right cooldowns and abilities, I can just take like an hour on every fight and and have a fine time. Maybe the higher defenses.
Now it gets
Leave Rex alone. He's so tough. I love it. If it dies, what does the clone do when it pops out?
I'm free. I
Shiala?
suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
She's clearly one of
I'm
Saren's
fine,
subordinates.
or I will be. In time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Making excuses. What
Are
do you
you
mean?
saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Seren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers.
What?
They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
Mystic crap, though.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
You taught Saren, you can teach me.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all
Alex is topping up and
connected.
down back there.
Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you all right?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look a little unsteady, Commander. Perhaps you should return to the Normandy.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating, its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments
the question
more
remains
persuasive, more compelling.
Is it
Spend enough
making
time in Sovereign's
Saren's
presence and you will lose yourself.
arguments more compelling?
There is no other way to
Or
explain
is
it.
Saren himself subject to Sovereign's will?
I want to know more about Benezia.
Benezia was greatly respected among our people. A powerful biotic, even for an Asari. She was widely known as a teacher of philosophy and religion. She always sought the paths of peace and harmony. She joined with Saren because she hoped to turn him away from his path of destruction.
Instead, she became one of his most powerful allies.
As I mentioned before, Matriarch Benezia underestimated Saren. Be sure you do not make the same mistake.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know.
Age is now
It
irrelevant
measured
because
time
it's dead.
differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
I don't know if they'll be
Thank you,
happy about it,
Commander.
but
May fortune smile upon you.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogenes' threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
everyone survived except for the leader of the colony. I have a lot of stuff to unload now.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
Oh, look. Probably a while ago or something. I didn't hear the thing for it, but here we are. Oh, I kept not using medicine. I had that as an option. I keep forgetting to have to use it, but it's actually not bad. Knowing how to breathe in 1 second is very useful. Use it once last stream. Leveling up stasis would be good. First aid, not super useful. Either enemies are not a threat or they one-shot us. There's very little in between. There is the odd case where it is in between, but getting lift at some point would probably be a good idea. I do have like 23% reduced cooldown on all my biotic abilities. Having one more biotic ability would probably be a good idea. We only have 9 levels left. We're probably gonna get another like 2 points per level, if not less. So I think it's done, right? Because this is crunched down to 30, I think. So you definitely can't get everything. And there may be more points to be gained in Charm. And I'm almost sitting there, because there's at least one dialogue in there that I could have, if I had max Charm, I could have like actually done. At the end of the day, I'm probably just gonna not get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could maybe get like lift and then like have medicine at like level 2. Then I wouldn't have stasis and max. Rex, what are you doing with you, buddy? Or barrier, probably. That's what happens, stasis just to have it. I'll never actually tell him to use it, but we'll have it, and then we'll get another point in barrier next time, along with probably another point more. Talia's got all of her defensive abilities maxed out. Grab a point in pistols for more marksman for her, and camping for more radius on her abilities. Oh, colony saved. You said Novaria was a long one. Maybe all the actual main quests are long ones. So our military resembles a collection of tribal warrior bands, no additional structure, each can be organized as one unit. It's local to see fit. Units from populous cities are large and well equipped, while those from farm villages may only be a few of them with small arms. There's a uniform, everyone wears what they like. This our military is not a regular militia, however, those who serve are full-time professionals. Our sorry Huntress is in the maiden stage of her life and has about 20 30 years of studying martial arts. Sorry choose to be warriors at a young age, and their education from that point is dedicated to sharpening the mind and body for that sole purpose. When they retire, they possess an alarming proficiency for killing. Huntresses fight individually or in pairs, depending on the tactics preferred in their town. One-on-one, a huntress is practically unbeatable, possessing profound tactical insight, hunter's eye, and dance's grace and alacrity. Biotics are common enough that some capability as a requirement to be trained as a huntress. Lack of biotic talent excludes the young Asari from military service. While fluid and mobile, Asari can't stand up in a firestorm the way a Krogan, Turian, or human could. Since the units are small and typically lack heavy armor and support weapons, they're almost incapable of fighting a conventional war, particularly one of a defensive nature, so Asari units typically undertake special operations missions. Like an army of ninja, they are adept at ambush, infiltration, assassination, demoralizing and defeating enemies through intense, focused guerrilla strikes. Popular Turian saying puts it, Asari are the finest warriors in the galaxy. Fortunately, there are not many of them.
Faster than Sovereign is the flagship of the rogue Spectres Saren. An enormous dreadnought larger than any other ship in any known fleet, it is crewed with both Geth and Krogan. At 2 kilometers long, its spinal-mounted main gun is likely capable of penetrating another dreadnought's kinetic barriers with a single shot. How Saren acquired this incredible warship is unknown. The prevailing opinion is that Sovereign is a Geth construct, while others believe it is a Prothean relic. Its design, however, hints at a more alien and mysterious origin. The attack on Eden Prime demonstrated Sovereign's ability to generate mass effect fields powerful enough to land on a planetary surface. This implies it has a massive Element Zero core and the ability to generate staggering amounts of power.
Perhaps from the species that came before the Protheans. You never know. Or it's just like straight up a Reaper ship or some nonsense. Where's our Solarian merchant friend? Yeah, the combat's ended. The combat isn't, but it's still going.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
Rando 8. Yeah, explosion in the background. Are you sure with that fighting being over? Okay, now is the time for inventory clearing. I like the Stinger class. Fortunately, the Stiletto just eats it up pretty hard.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Sorry,
Goodbye.
I wish you to...
one more thing to go through here. So obviously hammerhead rounds get turned into something else at like tier 5. I don't know what they are. Tungsten and Shredder are the anti-personnel variants. I don't know if I've seen anything. The Hammerhead might just be Hammerhead, the only thing that is Hammerhead. I definitely don't want to get rid of those. Basic are beaten out by Proton, which are probably just better. You better use Cryo, just because Cryo has less shield bypass, but you lose less damage overall. Unless you really need that shield bypass. Really the phasic, the chemical, and more piercing anti-personnel. Polonium is actually not the same as chemical, and chemical is kind of replaced by polonium. But at a certain point, like, that chemical 3 just does not keep up. No, this is no leather anyway. Radioactive rounds. Don't really have an equivalent higher on, do they? Yet. I haven't seen it in any at least. The first aid interface is no longer really relevant. Stimulant pack is beaten out by what? Energized Weave? Not Energized Weave, what was it? Not Exoskeleton. Kinetic Buffer? Yeah. Energized Weave piece, Shield Generator. Shield Battery is... Shield Modulator? Yeah, Modulator. Armor plating is one of the things that I like so much that I'll want to go 3 for now, even though I really shouldn't.
Well, future.
And that will sell a few things.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course.
Oh, I forgot to look at my grenade upgrades. Alright, sorry. Now, then we'll do that, and then we'll do the, thing. I don't need the anti-thorium gas anymore.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have
Of
in
course.
Kinda nice if I could, you know, have this in their categories still. And all these armors and stuff. Such a mess. I still have a recoil damper 3 laying around. Yeah, it'd be really nice if I could look at these in like their individual categories. Yikes. Okay, well, I don't need all these tier 4 guns. Like, I just don't. This is probably a very good reason to actually just, instead of selling, actually just convert everything to Omnigel because I can keep better track of what I'm selling and such. $143, yeah. You know, I have enough money. I don't like that UI. I'd rather look at all my assault rifles and go through them like this, like Avenger, 2 Avenger 7s. I don't like the Avenger one to begin with, but I can at least money you get from Avengers. Okay, new plan. Then open up a notepad and let's figure out what we want to sell for assault rifles. You're 6 times 2. Raptor 6. Omni 6. Banshees 5. Thunder. I already have the Thunder 5 and Omni as person, so I could sell the Thunder 5. Tsunami 5. Oh, no, I don't want to sell the Tsunami 5. I want the Tsunami. Banshee 4. Or Thunder 4, Tsunami 4. Did I just say I don't want to sell the Tsunami 5 when I have like a Tsunami, 2 Tsunami 6s? Yikes. Or Tsunami 4, okay. Those are gonna get sold. Let's sell those.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course.
Go for the Avenger. God, this is such a mess. Assault rifle. I'll sell an Avenger 7. Assault rifle 6s. What am I selling myself? The Raptor. And why is the Avenger here? That's a sniper rifle. Why is the Avenger a kind of sniper rifle? So Tsunami 6. My 2 Avengers, 6 assault rifles. Went down to 5s. And she... Down to 4s. Banshee, Raptor, Thunder, and Tsunami. How much does this get me? 894 to 9. It's worth selling things that are above tier 4. Assuming I ever indeed, like, you know, what's what I'm looking for? Use the money. It's definitely worth selling anything that's over tier 4. Okay. I've got a Katana 7. Because it is like, well, it's not quite the best in class, but you know, Rex is using an Armageddon 7. He's got. I'll leave the Katana 7 if I decide to change to his Katana 7. Let's go to shotguns next. So figure out what we're selling there. We're starting at 6s with 2 Katana 6s. We already have a Tornado. We'll sell 2 Tornado 6s. You don't need 3 of them. We have a Hurricane 6, so we'll sell the Hurricane 5. We got 3 Katana 5s to sell. The Scimitar 5 is our highest level Scimitar, so we'll only sell 2 of those. Same deal with the Storm. Storm is currently highest at 5, so we'll sell 2 Storms. And we'll sell the Hurricane 4.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future.
Okay, so we're starting at 6 for the shotguns. Selling the 2 katanas and 2 tornadoes. Down to 5 next. Selling the Hurricane, 3 katanas. Oops. Two of the Scimitars and 2 of the Storms. And after that, we're going for Hurricane 4. This is much easier on my brain than trying to go through the entire list and keep track of what I do and don't have. And what I want to hold on to in case I feel like pulling out that kind of weapon. It's extremely, extremely unlikely that I'm going to ever do that, but maybe I want to like see how they compare class-wise, or I find a weapon I'm like, oh, there's a tier 8 of that in the shop, and I don't know how it fires, or if I'm going to want it because maybe its stats are comparable, but not as good, but maybe has really good firing mechanism. So the stiletto is very, very powerful, but I do kind of miss the stinger. Stinger was a very good gun. It's not as powerful, but its fire rate was so good. So anyway, we're not selling the. I'm just gonna do a little sell. That way I don't striker at 7. Kessler at 6. I'm gonna kill him at 1 stiletto 6. So we're gonna sell stiletto at 6 as well. Stinger 6. Sell both striker 6s. The edge at 5 and the Raiko at 5. Leto at 5. Stinger at 5. Edge at 4. And the Kessler at 4. Only on the 1 because I believe that is like the starting weapon in the game. And it's just the thing that I
Greetings.
always
What can
done.
I do for you?
Let me see
No
what you
good
have in
reason
stock.
for it.
Of course.
There is a reason for it, but it's not a good one. So let's go out 6. Striker 6 times 2 can get sold. And stiletto at 5. Stinger at 5, the edge at 4, and the Kessler at 4. Sniper rifles, a bit of a scroll wheel here. It's gonna be a bit of a mess. Volkov is a really crazy good one. Alright, sniper. We had 2 Avengers 7s. Hammer 7. Reaper 7. You can sell an Avenger 7 and a Hammer 7. So let's sell also an Avenger 6. The Equalizer 6 is where we... First Equalizer. Hammer 6 can go. I have 3 of those that can go. Naginata at 6. My first Naginata. Oh, the striker at 6 is my first striker, I think. Which will be also the duplicate. Avenger at 5. Equalizer at 5. Two Hammer 5s. Reaper 5. 2 more Striker 5s. Avenger at 4. Hammer at 4. Reaper at 4. Reaper 3. That gets gelled.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have in
Of
stock.
course.
Okay, so we're starting our sales at 7. With an Avenger 7 and a Hammer 7. Why do I want to see the one hammer? Oh, because I may have misread it. That's a harpoon. Back out entirely for a moment here. Ah, I did misread it. My brain is not working. That's not a hammer times 7 times 2. That's a harpoon times. That's a harpoon and a hammer. Which means I do not have a hammer 7 to sell. Oh, wait, can I do this? Oh, this might... Okay. Oh, this... Okay, that's how I do this. I don't have to... okay, well... Avenger 7... This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Go through the 6s. Avenger 6... Hammer 6. Once you close the inventory, it doesn't reset it. I don't know why I thought it would reset it, but it doesn't, obviously. So this is how you do it. I thought it would, you know, clear your marking as junk if you close the menu for some reason. It does not do that. So I can go in here, do it here, and then sell it there. That makes a lot of sense. Huh, I didn't mark down my equalizer before here. It's sellable, but I do have equalizers up here that are not going to get sold. Avenger, Hammer, Harpoon, Reaper is 7, Equalizer 6, knocking out a 6 strike for 6. Alright.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have
Of
in
course.
Sell junk. Okay. Well, that makes things easier. I don't need a text document or anything like that. Well, it will help a little bit in some ways, but... The cryo explosive 6, so we don't need anything below that. High explosive 6, so we don't need any more. Unless, like, I get a secondary slot on my grenade launchers, and now I don't need more high explosive. Fusion explosion 7, don't need anything below that. Incendiary will hold on to in case I feel I need that. These can go. Chameleon tool, I don't care for the chameleon tool. I'm gonna hold on to some of them just in case, like, I want to give it to some other person on the team. The Unity amp is solid, but not great. Throw one of those, and the Gemini amp is just not what I care about either. Get rid of that. Armor-wise, this is a mess. I really should get rid of all of these. Anything that I'm not using, I should get rid of armor-wise, but I don't want to at the same time. Is there anyone that even uses medium armor, human? Ashley can go straight into heavy. I don't know if Kaiden can use medium. They are up to Sony, I'm not sure. She can use medium. I don't think there's anyone that really uses medium. Anyway, I don't need 2 of those. 2 medium human 7s. Armaturian, light Armaturian, light Armaturian, varying. Phoenix 5, Phoenix. Medium armor, human, Phoenix 5. I don't need 2 of those. Phoenix 4 medium armor for Krogan, I definitely don't need. Like, I could probably get rid of all my medium armor Krogans, period, but... You never know when, like, one would be very out there. Let's sell what we have.
Greetings.
Mark this
What can I
junk
do
right
for
now.
you?
Let me see what
real
you have in
quick.
stock.
Of course.
I'm gonna look at that list again. Because this is crazy. I might actually have to like look at the notepad because it's all. This is another case of it just being out of order. I have the list 6 medium armor human explorer 6 gladiator 6 medium armor Turian liberator 6 the mantis 6. What's mantis armor? It's not bad. It's not Colossus armor, that's for sure. Mercenary 6. Mercenary's the good stuff. I do have like 3 people on the team that are bound to using light armor human. Anyway. Oh boy. Light armor. Quarian. Phoenix 6. Hallie's actually wearing Phoenix 7, so we can actually get rid of that Phoenix 6. Let's get rid of that Phoenix 6. There's no point in having that. Light armor Turian. 6. Turian 5. Mercenary 5. No, screw it. Let's just find best in class and keep like, except for the light armor human. Let's go through medium armor human and find out what the best in class is. Gladiator 6 is best for medium armor human so far. Mantis 6 beats it out easily. So these can go. Keep 2. In case like there's some in case there's more than one person that can use medium armor human. 22 versus 19. They don't have 34 damage reduction on medium armor human, then it's just not worth it. It's just such a mess. It's inventory.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have in
Of
stock.
course. Return it.
My name? No. Name could be very useful if I was like actually going for. You know, let's do that. Let's do it by name. This way I don't need to keep that. Or that. Well, the Scorpion one is my starting armor. It's not necessarily good, but we deleted all like the medium armor humans, but we're gonna actually not do the same for everyone else. The Phoenix tier, Phoenix 6 Turian, light armor Turian, medium armor Turian. Light armor Turian. We don't need the Phoenix 5. Armor Brogan. Heavy armor human. Medium armor human. I think that might be Ashley's starting armor. She started off in that stuff, I think.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course.
Alright. My name could actually be really useful here. Start off with level. Level down, okay. Armor plating. Tier 4, Tier 3, oh, the Tier 3. By name. Now, the problem with the armor upgrades is that there is a reason for me to hold on to a couple of these, right? Once everyone gets like their Tier 7 armor, I might want to slap in a couple of Blade of Coatings. Blade of Coating is one that I could easily see myself needing like 5 of. Energized Weave, not so much. I don't think I'll be giving anyone like. I don't think I'll be giving both my allies like 2 slots of Energized Weave. We can probably get rid of a bunch of these. Similarly with exoskeletons. Well, I could see myself maybe giving like Rex 2 exoskeletons to let him like just smash damage. I don't think even he goes for melees though. When he gets close, he kind of just freaks out and still doesn't do it. I have a lot of exoskeletons. The kinetic buffer I actually quite like. We'll keep 4 of those. Highest tier. Medical interface, of course, I'm in love with the medical interface. I already have most of those slotted, but get rid of anything below 6. Keep the shield modulators. This is where a lot of my inventory is being held up, and it's going to continue to be held up here because of reasons.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Sorry, Ledger, I keep doing this to you, but we're going to keep doing business like this. Piecemeal. Last but not least, weapon mods. Heatsink 3. Is there anything that compares the heat? I don't think there is like a high level version of heatsink, is there? Which is interesting. Combat scanner. I believe these do not stack. It's something worth testing at some point, but I'm pretty sure there's absolutely no reason to hold on to combat sensors. That's like the highest level you possibly have. So we'll actually just delete these. I'm actually low on weapon mods. I've been equipping everyone with them, haven't I? Recoil damper is kinetic stabilizer. Caliber barrel is the rail extension, but not as good. Improved sighting is an interesting one. I thought that was upgrading the kinetic stabilizer, but I don't know if it is. I'm gonna hold on to that thing, along with the heatsink. They seem to be very unique in that effect. Now, here's where things get interesting. Or not interesting. Here's where things get a bit bloated. Ammos. Hammerhead rounds are seemingly unique, and I don't think I've seen anything that does weapon source or cooldown. Actually, doesn't incendiary give? No, incendiary reduces enemy accuracy. So radioactive rounds, hammerhead rounds they don't go past level 3, it looks like, but they also are rather unique in their capabilities. I don't think I need this many things with cryo rounds. I do kind of like the shield bypass combined with draining enemies' accuracy. But I think 3 of a given axe rarity is plenty. Absolute worst case scenario, I yank the cryo rounds off someone else and give them to him, so yeah. Hammerhead rounds definitely staying. Incendiary 7. We do not need this many incendiary rounds. Polonium rounds I do quite like, but again, you definitely don't need more than 3. Proton rounds. Shredder rounds. Some things I don't really use, but could be very. They could have been very useful if I just locked those in before the fight or during the fight. Give everyone just like tons more damage against those organic like drones that keep charging at us. All right, let's sell these.
Greetings. What can I do?
Let me see what you have.
Of course.
I think my inventory is looking a lot smaller now. Game will probably yell at me a bit less. Definitely need to go to the Maroon Sea cluster, the Murano system, the Maroon Sea cluster to deal with that. Along with that. I want to find, the very angry woman. Let's look at Elizabeth as well.
Saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover from the physical effects, but they'll be all right.
What do you mean most?
Thank you.
I saved all of them. Okay, not that one
It'll
guy,
be
but...
tough going, but we'll make this a home.
Yeah, I was thinking about, last night. Of how, very easily took down the evil Corporal Man. But was kind of regretting and dreading having to kill a Thorian. When ultimately, at the end of the day,
I'm free. Thank you for giving me my mind back.
they're both just space dudes trying to survive.
Thank you for everything you tried to do here.
It's just that in trying to survive, Corporal Man progressively chose to engage in evil actions to continue to survive. Oh, has this been sitting here the whole time? But it's not like the Thorian was not choosing the evil acts, just didn't have the necessarily frame of mind to consider them evil. I don't know. It was just trying to survive. So months worth of human rations are delivered to... Okay, no, I've definitely read this before.
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again.
Who is the very angry woman?
Thank you for everything you did.
Thank you for freeing us.
Oh,
These colonists may not have much, but this is their home. They will fight to the death to defend it.
Colony's tougher than it looks.
oh, Normandy, I think we're done here.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Yeah,
Do
go
it.
ahead.
Hurry. We don't have much time.
Let's join those consciousnesses.
Relax,
Consciousnesses.
Embrace eternity.
They just always say embrace eternity whenever they do, like, a melding.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so Intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
Doesn't
You
think
sure
so.
you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Didn't
Dr.
tire me
Chalkwash
out.
should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Dr. Chalkwash should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Dr. Chalkwash should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
All
We're
right.
done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
Exogeny tried to study it. Look how that turned out.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Alrighty, I need to go check on my crew about having a conversation
Yes,
with them
Commander?
there.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's not start with Kaiden this time. Start with someone else. We will talk to him about it. More that like relationships are limited to looking to grow. Just like we talked to. Let's talk to Anderson about missions. Get back. Oh, that's cool. There's definitely someone I want to talk to.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Saren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
That must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both
I mean,
me
she would
and
not
my
bring
father.
anything back to the you know, the migrant fleet, but she's definitely out here doing something that's going to help fleet for the better.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
I mean, one day maybe you could talk to the Geth instead of trying to kill them.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth.
Yeah,
They've
true.
changed
We don't stop
significantly
Geth,
since
Saren.
the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy.
I feel like some of this
Resources
is
are
probably going to be
scarce,
things I've
and we
reread
are
before.
constantly on the move. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and
Yeah,
civil
it's
liberties
sounding
of
familiar.
other
What
species.
kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal. In
The
extreme cases
children
of
thing.
population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births.
That's your government.
Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart
So
enough.
the ultimate power.
It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only
Some things there might be
overruled the
new
Common
though.
4 times.
I'm not sure. I think I've read the Geth. I don't know. I think Tally's Folly's a new one.
About the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you any. All I know is the story of their origins.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally. Over time, we made small
None for
modifications to their
being plus plus
programming
two AI
to allow them to
series.
perform more varied and
How come the
complex.
council didn't?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been. The changes were so insignificant, but one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth.
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other
So there's some
no.
sort.
But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. As we built more, one day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about this.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us.
We
so
knew they
acted
would do
first.
this, so we tried to
General
kill them
order
all.
went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded.
Hey, you
to
can't
this.
blame them for fighting for their.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the... The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable. The war was... We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we...
It's hard to feel sorry for you.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the... If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed out about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Ali's father. No, Quarian law defense. The gather, constables, police, millions. Treating down, Barine dead in combat. He's brought before the ship's captain, while the ship's council may make recommendations to traditional as the captain's has absolute authority in matters of discipline. Also, they need assigning additional or more odious maintenance tasks for the ship. Recidivists are accidentally left on the next habitable world. This practice of abandoning criminals on other people's planets is a point of friction between the Quarians and the systems they pass through. Captains rarely have another choice. The space and resources at a premium supporting an unproductive bird. This population is not an option. In the early years, many Quarian freighters were armed and used regular privateers. Sailor ships still show a strong preference for armament, making them unpopular targets for pirates. They have rebuilt their military. There are still mere hundreds of warships to protect tens of thousands of ships. Quarian Navy follows strict routines of patrol and takes no chances. And when an approaching ship can't be ascertained, they shoot to kill. Huh. Still more codex. Quarian religion. Ancestor worship. Certain personality memories of the elderly as computer virtual intelligences. A repository of knowledge and wisdom. Held no illusions of form of mortality, the all virtual and their electronic preservatives were not truly sapient. Considered a surmountable problem, sapience could surely be reduced to simple mathematics. And he's also researching creating artificial intelligence so they could learn their statistics about mortality. Fortunately, the life of the Quarians created did not accept the same truths they did. They got destroyed the ancestor ranks when they took over. Ooh. Centuries since they evacuated their homeworld, most Quarians had returned to religion. Various forms, many believe that the rise of the Geth and the assertion of their ancestors were chastisement for arrogantly forsaking the old way of venturing. Venerating self-made idols. That's a more philosophical outlook, believing that Their race was indeed arrogant, but no supernatural agency lay behind the Geth revolt. Rather, the Quarians' actions wrought their own doom. Either way, every Quarian would agree that their own hubris cost them their homeworld. Been a short stream, but about the time that I eat, I'll get some food. So we're gonna create a save, and we'll explore the rest of the responses from the rest of the crew next time, and maybe Anderson if we could think to go visit him when we get there. But yeah, thanks for watching, hanging out. Hope you had a good time. Hope you have a good day. We're going to see you. Bye for now.